He always calling me for paper because he know I'm the trail.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Saints and the Dolphins on Thursday night.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, and here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters, and of course the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories, and they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career, but they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out as a former 5th rounder from South Carolina. And before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
You know, one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw. But how special are those throws? How much accuracy? How much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the 5th round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Rattler back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Fires right away, but incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that makes it 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. On target to Waddle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Saints will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Caught by the open man. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints need only one to take the lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First down, here's Tua. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They've got a man in motion. Tua off the play fake. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Tua looking to throw. Has a man, it's Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. This finds Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Tua again. Finds his man, Waddle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Tagovailoa again. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints take over as he records his 10th career INT.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns, and he might have broken it to the house.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Throwing is Rattler. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Rattler setting to throw. Means on the catch. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Miami offense headed out there now. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And he's going to step out a little short of the 10.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Achan reels it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped. Going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
from their own end zone, and he gets it away. Fair catch is made, a yard or two short of midfield.
The Saints kick over.
No return on that punt, and they're going to take over possession. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. A first carry now for the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here he is on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They go play action with Tonga Vailoa. It's another first half mistake. He's